understand you're on a time constraint, you have a flight to take, so you need to be out of here by what time, sir? By 1 o'clock, okay? So you need to be out by 1 o'clock, Mayor, trustees, so we can get the process started. As far as introduction, you know me, I'm gonna turn it over to Trustee Cross. Each trustee introduce themselves. You're more than welcome to have a water, take a seat if you like, be more relaxed during the interview process, and I'll just turn it over to the trustees for introduction.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sparks. I'd like to welcome you again to the Village of Maywood. And I am Trustee Cheryl Ely Cross.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, Trustee Audrey J. Hines.
Hi,
Jay Cox.
I'm Tony Doris. Great.
Pleased to meet you. Everybody's right here in a minute.
You can have a seat.
Hello.
Sir.
Mike Jerusik, Village Attorney.
Well, I'll be darned. How you doing, Mike?
You?
Good to see you.
Madeline Perkins.
Ms. Parkins, how are you doing?
Trustee Mike Rogers.
Mr. Rogers?
Trustee Melvin Lightford.
Mr. Lightford?
Trustee Ron Rivers.
Mr. Rivers, pleased to meet you, sir.
With that being said, we get started with our trustee Cross.
Mr. Sparks, are you semi-retired or are you currently? I remember you being semi-retired.
First of all, let me say thank you very much for inviting me here to speak with you today. It seems like home. This place looks familiar to me. And to answer your question, I am semi-retired. I'm doing some consulting work and also enjoying retirement. But I thought I might come back and help you out here.
Okay, and the consulting work is in what capacity?
I do management consulting and aviation consulting.
What has been the most difficult negotiation you have ever been faced with, dealing with in your career as a village manager or a city administrator? And how did it get resolved?
Negotiation.
Correct.
Well, there are probably several things, and I'll probably think of something better later as it goes. But the one that comes to mind is right here in Maywood. When I fired one of the public works employees, he got all doped up and he got in a dump truck with a snowplow on the front of it and took off down one of these streets here and wiped out cars on the way and then T-boned another one down at the end. Mike ended up settling the claim on it. But he was fired by the Public Works Director and the HR Director, and then the union got involved and said, you can't do that. Why? Because you can't fire him because of dope, because he has a one-time get out of jail free card. So I hired him back. I negotiated. I hired him back and for 10 minutes, and then I fired him for traffic violations, and it stuck. And he's still gone. And so that's how that was negotiated and concluded for the benefit of the village and all of the citizens, I might add.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Sparks, do you feel that there's a difference between a financial plan and a budget?
I believe you asked that on one of my interviews, and at the time I told you I thought it was the same, but my answer at that time was, as it related to the current situation in Maywood, yes, there is a difference between finance and budget. Budget is a part of finance. Finance is a much broader subject. Finance can involve investments and strategies on how you're going to handle your revenue and expenditures, and then the budget, of course, is a working plan, a financial working plan. How you're going to take care of the operations, hopefully prioritize, and how you're gonna pay for it. So they fit hand in glove, really. Yes, ma'am.
Trustee Doris. Mr. Sparks, with the rapid changes in IT, what types of cost-effective applications have you used or may be familiar with that enhances village services and communication within the village?
As it pertains to IT,
Yes, sir.
well, I did work with Marvin Savage when I was here, and we implemented several things, and one of which was the personnel aspects of it. I wrote a personnel planning and performance evaluation plan, and that was put on the computer. Prior to that, I don't know whether you're using it now or not, but prior to that, you didn't have one. And so that helped put things in perspective and to prioritize. It all fits together. When it works well, it all fits together. The budget, the finance, the money, the work program, the performance evaluation, all of it comes together when it's done right. And that's what we did. And so we formulated a plan that would take the budget without increasing taxes and figured a prioritized work plan to fulfill the goals and objectives of the village within the budgetary constraints. Prioritized it, put it on a computer, got it done. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Sparks, Mayor, the village is continuing to increase its debt. If hired, will you have an independent audit report done?
Yes, I think an independent audit report is a good thing to do. It's an essential. Internal audit is good for the ongoing program, to make sure that what you're doing is right, to keep yourself in line, if you will. But then you need an external audit to have oversight and make sure that that everything is accounted for and that you're not missing out on opportunities. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Rogers.
Sir, the topic is building up the economic development business climate, or business climate. What approach or key features do you see as a part of building up the economic development or business climate for the community?
Thank you. Economic development is one of my strong points. And I was successful with economic development here in Maywood when I was here before. I forgot the number, 8 or 10, 12 businesses that I brought in to Maywood, which was during a time of economic, of financial problems. I did a lot of things. I solved financial problems by bringing the village from near bankruptcy to a bond rating of A3. And at the same time, as part of doing that, I brought in economic development. Yes, sir. And I've had a lot of success with it in other places.
Is there anything that you would say are key attributes in that? Meaning, what were some of the key things that you did that were instrumental to being successful?
Well, talking about the approach of how to go about it, I think. And there's a lot to it, but to try to put it all in a nutshell for you in essence, it takes several steps. For one thing, I taught marketing at Virginia Commonwealth University junior level for a while. And in doing that, I learned marketing. If you want to learn a subject, go teach it. And so, the 4 Ps are important: product, place, promotion, and price. You can apply those to a municipal organization. You can apply those to marketing the locality and economic development. I did that. But also, there are some other things. You need to take stock of your inventory, of what you have available, of what you have to offer property, and as well as other attributes. Because when corporate executives are looking to relocate, you're competing with other localities around. So in order to do that, you need to bring all these factors together. The marketing concept, a marketing strategy, and then like I said, take an inventory of what you have to offer. And that could be property, it could also be school systems, it could be the environment, it could be tax incentives, it could be whatever. But whatever you have, it's good to put it together in a package so that you will have something to sell. And by the way, sales is a subset of marketing.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
What makes you a strong candidate for this position?
Well, Mr. Layford, I think, in my mind, I have a whole career worth of knowledge and experience. I'm not just starting out. This is not a springboard place to come in and get some experience and move on to another place. I've got the experience. I'm semi-retired. I don't need the job. But I think now I'm more valuable than I ever was, because now I know what works and what doesn't work, and what I can bring to the table to help the village. So I've got the experience, I've got the education, and I know Maywood. I know what's going on here. Not everything, of course, but I've done my homework, and I can see some things that I think are messed up, and I believe I can fix them. And but I need support. If I have your support, I can help you with the village.
If hired, what steps would you take to improve economic development?
Well, I think the things that
Oh,
I just mentioned on economic development.
Okay, let's go.
Mr. Sparks, if hired, what would be your time frame for making assessments and evaluation of department heads, employees, to determine who is truly working to move this village forward?
I don't think that would take me very long, Mr. Rivers. I've already started doing, first of all, I have the benefit of having been here. And I know what the organization was and what I developed it into over a year's time. And that was, I had a lot of accomplishments. Now I look at it and compare it to what I left it with. You need help. You need help. And I believe I can help you. I see a lot of things that I think need repair, need changing, need fixing. And I can do it with your help.
Okay, and I just have one follow-up. In your estimation, what is your leadership style?
I believe in team leadership. I believe I'm a team leader. I'm a strong team leader. I believe in collaboration, getting the help of the department heads, getting them together and working as a team and pulling together. I did that when I was here. I would have a meeting every Monday or Tuesday, once a week. I'd have a meeting. And I told them all, okay, I want to know what you're doing, what your problems are, what you propose as solutions to it, because I wanted to empower them to do that, to think and to try to do better. And also to help one another.